What's up, guys? A Deck Opinion here, and I want to kind of talk about a subject that actually usually upsets people, so I'm going to get past the part that upsets people. I'm not religious. If you are, that's fine. You know, believe in what you believe in. I'm not going to hate you too bad for it. You know, just don't try to shove it into my face or my daughter's face, and we'll be cool. But I don't mind it. It's cool. I almost envy the people that believe in an afterlife, just because, you know, they really think that something is going to happen when they die, and that all this great stuff that they have witnessed, you know, will somehow be seen after they die. And honestly, there's no proof of that. I've seen people die, I've seen animals die, I've seen death, I've seen tons of it. And from my understanding, as everyone else, once you die, that's it. It's like kind of, you know, you can't remember when you were born. It's kind of like that. So when you die, all this stuff that you've seen, these memories you made, the loved ones that you love, the things you want to see, the accomplishments you want to accomplish are done. And that's it. Party's over. It's like someone taps you on the shoulder and says, the party's not over, but you can't be here anymore. You have to go. And you can't come peek in on this party, and you can't see what's going on anymore. Peace. And I've been thinking about it most my life. That's one thing that's very unique to this species of humans, is that we know we're going to die. We know what that means. We know that once that happens, we'll never see our loved ones again, and all that other stuff. And, you know, it's crazy that animals, most of them don't know this stuff. You know, they just live their life. You know, they may see one of them get killed. You know, they may see one of, you know, their brother or sister get killed, but they don't really comprehend it like we do. I would almost say we're too intelligent for our own good. But just mainly, it really bothers me. You know, we have such a limited time on this world, and I don't know, ever since I had a kid, it seems to bother me a lot more. When I didn't have my kid, I kind of didn't care as much at all. I was like, whatever happens, happens. But now, every moment that I lose with my kid, such as the fact that I'm not with her mom anymore, and that really sucks, and being a single dad sucks. I made a video about it. Look in the description below if you want my opinion on how bad it is to be a single dad. You can watch that video. And it just really does suck. And so every moment I get for her is like just so much more special than you can even imagine. Like, you know, when she is asleep in the room, which she is now, she's been with me. She got to spend half of Christmas with me and then got to sleep. And, you know, I go in there like every 30 minutes to an hour and just watch her sleep. I really just feel like I can't take for granted these moments with my daughter. I really just eat them up, and I even feel like I still just do not ever get enough time. At my age now, I could be halfway done through my life. You know, I could get a few more years, I could get a few less, but at this point, you know, I feel like I'm at that halfway mark. And I could maybe never have another kid again. That could be it. So when I get kind of ripped off and I don't get to watch my kid grow up, it really bothers me. It's just, death is such a heck of a thing. I mean, if you're religious and you believe your stuff, that's just you. But me personally, and truthfully, reality, I mean, you don't go to heaven and get to look down and watch everyone. You know, you don't get to see everyone you ever met and go over your life and see if you did wrong and right in heaven or hell. I mean, that's just... And honestly, I don't want to piss anyone off, but it's man-made up stuff because man is fearful of death. And that's what this whole video is about. I mean, honestly, I don't want to grow old and die. You know, I mean, I want to watch my daughter grow up. I want to watch her have a good life. I want to be there through hard times. I want to see the next video game that comes out. I want to see the next movie that comes out. I want to see what happens in the world. I want to see how humans end. I want to see how new life begins. I want to see us explore different planets. I want to see the next damn version of iPhone that comes out. From the smallest thing to the biggest thing, I want to see it. This is the most entertainingest thing you'll ever do. And to even be lucky enough to have lived this moment, I mean, we should really cherish it. We shouldn't treat others so bad. Like, you shouldn't, like, hurt other people. You should live your life. And I don't think we need religion to do that. I think it's obvious with our intelligence. We are born with morals. We should respect people. Even if you don't like someone, just leave them be. Let them do their own thing, you know what I mean? And I know sometimes it's hard to say. Sometimes I'm a hater. I understand. But I rarely wish death on anyone. And honestly, I don't wish death on anyone. A lot of people have hurt me. But, you know, I don't wish that on anyone. That's a messed up thing. Because this life is all we get. And it's a very easy thing to waste. It's very easy to just kind of grow up as a kid, and before you know it, you're 10, and you're just discovering life, and then before you know it, you're a teenager, you go through a whole bunch of emotions, the next thing you know, you blink your eye, and you're 25, and you're like, whoa, man, what happened to those years that I was a kid? And then next thing you know, you're 30, and you realize that in 10 years, you'll be 40, and then when you hit 40, you realize, holy crap, I'm an old man. Am I married yet? Did I accomplish my dreams? Because at 40, it's going to be 10 times harder than it was at 20 to ever get closer to my dreams. Do I have a kid? Do I get to watch them grow up? And then you hit 50 and 60, and you look back and you go, wow, I'm very close to the end of my life if I made it that far. And then if you make it to 70 or 80, that's it. You're at your end peak. You're an old man, hopefully watching your grandkids and trying to enjoy these last few moments. And before you know it, just close your eyes one day, if you're lucky, and never wake up. I think about that every single day. Like, my fear of death is like the biggest fear I have, and I think it's what all humans have. That's how they can trick themselves into thinking there's something after death without any proof. But I also believe if you see death firsthand, that I don't understand how anyone can believe that. But like I said at the beginning of this video, I feel jealous that people can talk themselves into believing in an afterlife, because it's just so obvious not true. I mean, we think, we see, we feel this way because of our brains. The way they're linked up, the way our organs move together and all that stuff. Once you die, you're cremated, your body gets eaten, you rot. You don't have that stuff anymore. Therefore, you'll never be that same person, you'll never have the feelings, you'll never remember this stuff, and it'll just be gone. It's just sad. It's very sad. It just bothers me. It bothers me a lot, and death is such a toll. It's something that we will all, no matter what, experience. And, you know, I'm kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous if humans survive to, like, the year 3000 to where they have, like, computer arms, computer hearts. And, like, you know, maybe you can get, like, you get cancer, and it's just like you take a pill, and it just goes away. It's like birth control or something. And people live to be, like, 200 years old. And it's not that they're super old men. Like, you know, like, becoming an old person will be like age 200 and maybe age 300. We'll find ways of making people stay younger and replacing organs. And, like, I feel jealous for that than people. I'm so jealous. Like, they get to live longer than us. But then again, look back, and, like, being 30 was considered old, you know, back in the day, you know, being a caveman that probably didn't even live for 10 years. I mean, we're lucky. You know, our ancestors died a lot younger than we did, if we're lucky. And, you know, it's hard to say either way. We are just very, very lucky to live in this time that we live in. And I don't want to take anything for granted. And I also feel that once you get to my age, you really got to be careful about what decisions you make. But then again, I also feel if you can enjoy life and just put your heart first and try to be there for others and help people out, I think at least you can live some kind of fulfillment in life. I really don't believe that leaving too much of a legacy is important, because no matter what, you'll be forgotten in 100 years, probably not even half that, unless you're some president, and then you'll still be forgotten. You know, that's just how it is. So I mean, whether you leave some music behind, I stare at my guitar and I said that, whether you leave kids behind, and a couple generations after that, you'll be forgotten. So really, I try not to worry about that. I do try to leave music behind for my daughter, just for if something happens to me now, but it's rough and I'm rambling. It's 10 minutes. Try not to make these videos go past 10 minutes, but I think about death every single day, and I fear it so much, but I try not to let it take over my life. I try to enjoy the times I have. I try to give my daughter extra kisses and tell her I love you even more, and just really, if you care about someone, let them know, because you never will know the next time you see them, or if you won't. Thanks for listening. You can leave your comments below, but don't hate me for not being religious. I don't hate you for being religious. So, yeah, dusk and fly. Talk to you later. Peace.